You know what I mean? We can't let stupid things get in our way, man. We've got to keep going. Okay, here we go. So now it's working, right? It's currently working as it is. Stream is back, right? Alright, live is created. So guys, let me know if it's working. Let me know if it's working. Because it should be working now. I think I fixed everything I needed to fix. Just let me know if it's working. Let's look at the championship as it stands though, as we see while we're watching and waiting for the stream to sort itself out. I mean, LMP1 is looking like Mateus FC. He's looking like Mateus FC right now. Back-to-back wins. Can he get the third win? And then you've got in the GT3 class, different story, driver age in the lead currently. Then it's Joe. Driver age wasn't there last week, so no one was there to capitalize. Let's go. I think it's still working. It should still be working, and it is. Yes, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go. So qualifying about to start here in Fuji. It's very dark. It's very dark. And multi-class qualifying about to get underway. You see the windscreen wipers coming on. Whose car is this? This is Shaq. See the windscreen wipers, so it is raining. So the GC3 cars are going to come out first. Let's see the state of the weather. So some of them have gone out on the inter, some of them have gone out on the slicks. I see Andrea, one of those to go out on the slicks. He's changed his mind. He changed his mind, so he's going to the inters, I believe. But nevertheless, everyone else out on the intermediate tyre, trying to go as quickly as possible. So driver H, as usual, will lead the line, and you can see them sliding, trying to just find their way through the track, finding a line. Then Kiwi, who won last week at Daytona for Penske, behind Joe. And funny fact about Joe, he's already won 2 races in the other 2 series this weekend. Took the win at Super Formula, and then also took the victory in GCOR Elite at Spa. So this could be a historic sweeping of the weekend, a literal weekend sweep, if you could get the win here today in the Group 3 class. It could be a tall order, but qualifying should be an indicator of how fast that Mercedes truly is. As he goes for the move on driver H. Is that mind games, or is simply just driver H letting him pass? We'll find out soon. These guys have got 10 minutes to find as quick of a lap as they can. This might be the quickest lap they can set, because as we see, the track is just getting worse and worse. So here we go then. So Jolt starts his lap, driver H in hot pursuit behind. And Jolt goes deep. So Jolt goes deep, driver H does survive, so he's now going to retake that position at the front, at the head of the pack. Kiwi's also going through. Didn't get the sector time for driver H. Let's see what Kiwi's first sector look like, a 22.9. Jensen now starting his lap as well in that Audi Garage 59. So we're going to see what driver H does. Look, goodness me, that is proper rain now. You can hear it cascading onto the track. And well, it does not look good. 57.7, here comes Kiwi. What time of, he's just a second up on driver H, a second up. So Kiwi is currently looking like he's the fastest. It's a 56.7 for Kiwi. What does Jensen do? Does he go any faster? How quick is that Audi? Bit slower than driver H. Now driver H coming towards the final corner. What kind of line do you take in this final corner? Here comes driver H. Alright guys, driver H to the line, 149.1. Here comes Kiwi, and it's a second up, 148.1. So nearly a second in difference between the two of them. Here comes Jensen to the line. Does he improve? Does he beat Kiwi's time? Where does he slot the Garage 59 car? And here we go, it's a 150.3. Andrea also making his way, and Bally's there. Bally's got the front damage, he's damaged the car. So we continue looking then. I don't think this is helping Joke at all, being right behind driver H. You see Kiwi's closing in on that pack. Currently all about Kiwi, he's just in a league of his own. Look at Andrea now about to set his lap. What kind of lap does the Ferrari set? Let's see. All the way to the line. Halfway point in the session has been reached. And the lap is a 151.8. 151.8. This Kiwi's now past driver H. I think it's Jock ahead. I think Jock is ahead. So we're looking at Jock, see what time he set. Because that first time he set, I don't think it was a good indicator. Here he comes now to the line. Is it going to be faster than his previous time of a 150.9? Rain has stopped, so they do have a bit of a chance now. If the track can dry up, Jock goes to P3. Kiwi, does he improve? No. Driver H doesn't improve either. So it's still Kiwi 9/10 up on the rest of the field. Here comes Jensen, having just lost P3. He wants to get that position back, and Jensen, he doesn't look too bad here at all. Jensen across the line, and it's still P4, just about missing Jock's time, but he's improved by over a second. Is that a sign of things trending upwards in terms of the track drying and the driver's getting used to the conditions? Andrea also about 6/10 up on his time. So we're going to see, what does Jock do in this middle sector? Is it purple, is it blue, or is it red? We're about to find out. There's another. He's really improving. He's really improving. I think Kiwi must have gone fastest in that sector, because it's blue. If he can keep up with this, he might go to the top of the timing sheets here. Andrea 149.4. So yeah, it's definitely improving out there. Joe taking that line. Does he power down? When does he power down? Right now. So he looks to be in a really good position right now. Here we go. What kind of time is it? It's he's motoring. He's absolutely motoring. This surely is going to be the fastest time. 47.1. Kiwi across the line. 46.8. So it's only 0.3 of difference now. Drive H 47.6. 47.7 even. So they're all going faster. They're all going faster. Now here comes Jensen. What kind of time is this? The Audi. Across the line it's a 47.7, so he goes just ahead of driver H. See Bali into the pits, repairing damage possibly. Andrea now reaching the line. Andrea on his way. We'll see what kind of time Andrea sets soon. Jokes on that out lap. Kiwi still on a push lap. He's pushing right now. Track is definitely beginning to display faster times, and it's Kiwi. What kind of time is this? Again, oh goodness me, a tenth, not even a tenth, 9/10, nearly a second up on his time. And by the way, let's look at Andrea. What kind of time is he setting? Here he comes. This will be a good indication how things are improving. Andrea 47.9, so they're all within basically a second of each other at this point now. Kiwi to the final corner. He was already up, remember, second in the middle sector. As he kept that advantage, we're about to find out the Aston Martin coming to the line, and he'll be starting off his final lap next time. Look at that, 45.2. And driver H, 46.3, so 1.1 seconds is the gap. Jensen now coming to the line. Jumps behind him on an out lap, but Jensen on a push lap, and he's going towards his final push lap as well. And also you see, I don't think he is a final push lap because you have a strict 10 minutes, no? I'm not sure. Nevertheless, Jark is starting his final run. Bali retires to the pits. So very soon the LMP1 car is going to be coming out. Jensen retires to the pits. He's not going to complete another lap. Kiwi's now on his last lap. To stretch the gap out even further, driver H has been lost to the background. What's the middle sector saying? Again, he's up 7/10. Track is drying. Comes Kiwi then. Andrea 46.5, so Andrea to 4th. Let's see if the other drivers can improve though. 46.5 from Andrea was good. But now here comes Kiwi on provisional pole in the Group 3 class. Can they extend their advantage right here? With 7 attempts up, we checked in the middle sector. Again we asked, has he kept that advantage? Kiwi to the line. 41, 42, 43.9, 43.9. Driver H can't match that. He goes second, that's crucial. Now it's Jark to the line. Didn't track his lap. Has he found improvement? 43.9 to beat. Has he done it right here? 41, 42, 43. No, 44.2. So Kiwi does take pole position in the Group 3 class. Here come the LMP1 cars then. So Kiwi for the second week running is on pole. LMP1 cars already out and roaring. Joe Car, Shaq, Roscoe. We've got Damien. Gold's out there as well. Mateus and Panam in the pits now beginning to withdraw. And this is a split. Some of them are on the inters, some of them are on the softs. Front two on the soft tyre. Shaq is as well, but he spun. Shaq loses it, and that's the risk when you go on those slick tyres. You have to have your wits about you. I think Mateus has done the same thing. Mateus has done the same thing. So it's Yocast on his lap at the moment. Look at that there, 22.4 in the first sector, good stuff. Okay. Roscoe is faster though in the first sector. Damien in the Garage 56 car spins out. Either spun out there or he lost it. One of the two, so don't expect to see a competitive time this time from him. Gold 20.5. Gold 20.5 in the first sector. Let's see the middle sector. Yocast 54.5. Roscoe now coming to it. What kind of time is Roscoe setting? 52.1. So advantage Roscoe at the moment. Damien's gone deep again. Here comes Gold. Intermediate tyre. This may be his best chance. Oh, there's a contact there between Damien and Shaq, and even Gold loses it. Even Gold spins. Everybody having their moments, having their accidents, and it's not helping them at all. This is just giving them damage and costing them time. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. So here comes Yocast to the line. This is the first lap in LMP1 set in qualifying. What time is it? 37.8. 37.8. Let's see Roscoe. Has Roscoe beaten that time? I think he must have made a mistake out of the final corner somewhere in that last sector because he's lost all the advantage that he had. Right there, 42.5. Let's see Pan Am coming into the middle sector. 37.8 to beat. Is it purple for Pan Am? My days. Pan Am's on the intermediate tyre in extremely dry conditions now, so I think he'd be thinking of switching to the soft sometime soon. Like the drivers in front, Yocast and Roscoe, they're on the soft tyre, but it's working for Pan Am right now. Slides out that corner. Now it comes to the final corner. Takes a wide line that's different to the rest. Wider line, then he cuts in and it accelerates. Let's see now, what kind of time is it? This looks extremely fast. Here from the German. Let's see what he does though. And Pan Am, it's a 31.86 seconds is the gap. I think Yocast is out for revenge. Yocast trying to get revenge, and he has got revenge. 31.3. He's not the only one though. I think Roscoe is ahead. Roscoe's ahead, he's gone to the pits. It's not happening for Roscoe. So Mateus now coming to the line, and it's not going to be as fast, but it's still P3. Still got more coming to the line. Gold is next up. I think he's going into the pits too. Gold also heading to the pits to change away from those intermediates and onto the slicks, I believe. Damien now next up. First sector is extremely good from that Toyota Garage 56 car. 4/10 up on Yocast's lap. Damien continuing on. Yet to set a lap on the board. I think we've seen someone spin. Who was it that spun? Who spun? Who is that? I mean, we'll find out, I guess. It was Mateus. It was Mateus who spun. Mateus is not liking his conditions at all. Yocast coming out the last corner. Can he improve further on his lap? Or does he bail to the pits? He bails to the pits. So we're looking at Damien. Let's look at Damien once again. Oh, Damien's lost it! And just as I was saying, he was trending upwards. He was purple in both sectors. And he loses it. And again, Damien, no competitive time on the board. You look at Shaq now, who also hasn't set a competitive time. Oh, and he's got rear damage. It's not going to help his cause. But surely you just want to set something. Because at this point, that could just mean a whole lot. The track is drying out rapidly. You've caught it at a really good moment. It's more or less completely dry in some areas. You can stay on that dry line. You've got all the advantage, and even Shaq spins. And the LMP1 drivers are finding all sorts of problems. All sorts of problems. And even he boxes now. And they just can't stay off. They can't stay on the dry line, it seems. Roscoe started an outlap. Are there more drivers on outlap? Let's find out. Nah, he's the only one. Let's see what Roscoe does then. Most definitely there's a dry line established on that track now. It's just about, can you stay on it? Roscoe, it's not purple, it's blue. Right on board with Roscoe. Group 1 for Red Bull Petronas. Driver H doing duty in the GT3. Loses the car, nearly manages to save it. So we keep looking at Roscoe. They're on the edge of it completely all the time. Coming to their final runs right now, so Roscoe can get one final lap in after this. Powers down, this could be good now. If he can find the improvement. Obviously, he had damage, he got some problem in the last sector. That's what altered his lap and ruined it. This looks alright here. Roscoe does set an improvement and goes up to P3. Is Gold on a lap? Yes, he is. And he's on a really fast lap. He's gone fastest of the lot. 29.9. Has Gold timed that perfectly? Now they're beginning to start their push laps. Damien is on one right now. 47.5. I think, well, I don't know where that would rank. But we'll find out. Here comes Mateus now. The track is dry. Good settings for him. Good scenario to be in. And he gets his lap done. Mateus 27.8. Now the times are starting to tumble. So here comes Pan Am then. He was top of the timing stands for a long time. Can he get that title back? It's his rival Mateus who's currently occupying it. 27.8 to beat. Can't do it. 28.7. And I don't think Mateus, Pan Am is going to get another chance at it. Joe Cars goes back to P2. Damien can only manage P5. It's Gold. And it's also Roscoe. Gold and Roscoe. And also I think Shaq is coming as well. And it's just those three left. So can Gold get back onto the front of the grid? Roscoe is going to be first to try. 27.8 to beat. I don't think 27.8 will be beatable for him at least. 30.5. Gold now across the line. Is it? He's just missed out. Gold goes to P3. Now it's Shaq. And I don't think Shaq's going to do it either. And Shaq goes to P7. So Mateus does get pole in the end. It looked like it wasn't going to be his day, but he does do it. And this is him now coming to the line. Does he extend the advantage? Does he back off? Of course he's going to have another try. Does he extend the advantage right here? Yes, he does. 27.1 it's gone down to now, and that's 9/10. Unbelievable. It looked like it was completely out of Mateus's hands at the beginning of this session, and how he transformed it. How he transformed it by the end. Mateus leading the line for LMP1. The championship leader will start on pole in the LMP1 class, and then Kiwi doing the same in GT3. What a qualifying session that was. That was exhilarating, especially for the LMP1s as the track was drying out. It was literally just about when you set your lap. Oh gosh! A little celebratory bump there from Bali. Just to tell Mateus, well done on the lap. That's good stuff. He does it again. It's the team owner telling him, congratulations, that was something special. Because it really was. That really was something special there from Mateus. That's what some may call a champions qualifying session, but maybe it's too early to say that. Mateus again stamping his authority. Right there. Mateus completely in control, it seemed. So let's look at the qualifying order once again. Mateus, then it's with GCOR alongside Gold and Pan Am in 4th, then Damien in the Garage 56 Toyota, followed by Rawscope for Red Bull Petronas, and then it's Shaq in 7th, rounding out the LMP1 class. Finally, we move to the GT3 class, and it's Kiwi again, starting at the front in the Aston Martin. Then it's Jalk, then it's Driver H, Jensen, Andreo, Bali, and Jules. Remember, Jules did not partake in qualifying, so Jules will start at the back of the, I don't know, LMP1 class? Maybe at the back of the whole field. That would be a tool. Well, not really, but provide some sort of obstacle for the Frenchman to go around. But I'm assuming it will be in 8th for this one. So then, qualifying finish is time for 1 hour of endurance. Andreo, last race for Ferrari. That's a big thing. Back of LMP1s. Alright, so Jules at back of LMP1 field. Let's have that. Here we go. So the field about to be reset, ready for the events to come. Can't wait for this race now. Look at the weather radar. Oh, rain's looking serious. Rain is looking serious. It's looking like a chaotic affair. Let's look at the actual coded settings. RO4, RO3. That's some quite serious rain, especially RO4. And you got RO6 later on. My days. Well, we've seen rain change things before. You never know. Nothing is certain when it comes to World Endurance Championship. Nothing is ever for sure. That RO6, my days. So then, once again, Mateus on pole. A little bit of a rivalry with Pan Am last time out. GCOR also up there at times. But can anyone stop Mateus in LMP1? And more importantly, I think LMP1, sorry, GT3, can anyone stop Kiwi after what he did last week? Absolute domination from the Penske driver. Can anyone stop that from happening again? Because that was something else. I mean, Jark looked close, and Jark's got a reason to win today, because as I said before, he can make history with this win. First driver to win in Super Formula, GCOR Elite and WEC Multiclass in the same week. Will we get a team sweeping the events? Right here, we've got both Red Bull Petronas cars, we've got both Penske's, we've got both BMW M Motorsport and JBM as well. Or it could be the Garage 56 and 59 cars to surprise. "60 minutes of endurance about to get underway. Final preparations just being made before the big moment is going to be. This first couple of corners will define the hour. Can you hear the rain? Goodness. So let's look at the track currently then. Let's currently look at the track. As we can see, look at the state of the conditions right here. It's absolutely soaking. The track is soaked. So that's going to provide a lot of drama at the very start of this race, especially when we go into turn one. I'm looking forward to that. Into turn one, it's gonna be war. So we're gonna have warfare into turn one in both classes, and that is, as I said before, is gonna define this hour. Preparations. Weeks worth of preparations. I've gone into this one. It's a transitional point in the season. We go away from the early stages and now we're into the real, it's really like crunch time. It's time to lock in. It's no longer fun and games. It's now time to get going. It's time to focus because the season is at stake, and these kind of mid-season races, the season is on the line here. These kind of races define your season. So points up for grabs. We see it's all to play for in GT3 at the moment. I mean, you've got literally everybody from first till fifth is on over 10 points, and then obviously you've got Andrea is close by, even Bali is close by. Points still very much up for grabs in this system, and you know, points very much up for grabs in these kind of races. With Kiwi's pole position now, Kiwi goes from 12 to 13, so level with Jalk on 13 points in his second, behind driver H. But we're about to get underway right now for this race. I'm so excited, I cannot wait. Rolling start for this one, so they're gonna have a little bit of speed, which is gonna make it even more chaotic as we go into turn one. Go, they're rolling now. Mateus to the front in LMP1, and it is Kiwi at the front in GT3. And we're underway here at Fuji for multi-class, and Mateus, does he get a good start? Is GCOR close enough to think of making a move? Are they going to get a bit aggressive into turn one? Mateus holds the lead, GCOR, then Gold, then Pan Am. Rawscope in fifth, then Shaq, then it's Damien, then it's Jules, and Kiwi has held the lead in the GT3 class. Jalk is in second there. Drive H, and there goes Jensen looking for the move, but can't find it just yet. Just can't find the move right there. There we go, look at this, 3 wide in the LMP1. Shaq has lost 2 places right there to Damien and to Jules. GCOR right behind. Look at that Gold round the outside. Way too deep there for the Norwegian. And Pan Am picks up the pieces. And Rawscope also passed as well. Gold trying to get a bit aggressive right there, in good spirit, but just did not work out. As there you see Damien and Jules going for a little bit of a scrap right now. Continue looking up, and Mateus is beginning to gap GCOR ever so slightly, and the gap's beginning to increase across LMP1. Kiwi's already got a 1 second gap. Jensen past driver H as well. Can driver H get his revenge? Gonna have to be looking down the start finish straight. Here comes driver H, tucks behind the Audi, ready to make his move. Seems like he's pushing him forward. He's waiting, biding his time. Then he's going to make the move to the inside. Rain beginning to fall. Here comes drive H. Now he goes to the inside. He has to be a bit later on the brakes than Jensen, and he does that. Driver H, has he made the move? Can he get side by side right here? Good exit for Jensen. Now he's got the advantage going into the next corner. Quite a fast corner. Can driver H try and swoop around the outside? Is that too risky? Tries to cut underneath. Jensen has all bases covered for now though. Yeah, nothing that driver H could do right there. Jensen holds on. Driver H, he's trying to cut back once again. The rain is pouring down now. Nothing he could do right there. Gold's got a ½ second penalty, so it's going to cost him when he goes into the start finish straight. Look at this, Pan Am behind GCOR now, who's beginning to lose sight of Mateus in front. Pan Am's in the slipstream, and he's got a better exit. We're going to look at it on board right now. Pan Am's getting closer, he's getting closer. GCOR's defending as they go into turn one. He goes to the inside. Aggressive stuff from Pan Am. Does it work out in the end? He goes too deep, and GCOR's back underneath him. Takes back second place with authority. But clear statement of intent there from Pan Am. He's sick of waiting behind the Italian, and he wants to get past immediately because he sees his rival ahead. GCOR's holding on now, but Pan Am going to try and go around the outside. This is brave. This is brave stuff from Pan Am. And he gets hung out to dry a little bit on the curb, but tries down the inside. Joe Cost again looking to swoop round, and he's done it. Good battling here between these two. They're still side by side. But this time Pan Am with the outside line, going to try and force his way to the inside, is he? Yes, he is. Later on the brakes, and this time he manages to cover against the switchback. And Pan Am is up to second. Good exchange between the two of them, and it's not done. I don't think it's done. Joe Cost going to try and throw it down the inside one more time. But it's in vain, it's in vain. Very good exchange between the two of these guys. And Pan Am is up to second as a result. If Joe Cost can get a good exit here at the final corner, he could have a chance. He's even trying it down in the final corner. Didn't quite work out for him though. And away into the distance goes Pan Am. I think he's too far away for Joe Cost to think about trying to get back. Shaq is getting closer to Damien in the meantime. Is Joe Cost going to think about it? Pan Am went defensive. Joe Cost, if he can prepare his line well, he could have a chance here. Just got to stay with him over the course of this lap. And it's very much his for the taking. He's hugging the inside in this long right-hander. And there he goes, he catches him napping. The switchback is good from Pan Am though. Maybe that was part of his plan all along. Leave the door open and then just take it back underneath. Joe Cost got to be extremely brave if he makes this move right here, and rightfully so. Chooses to fight another day. Let's see what's going on in GT3. I've completely lost track of this one. There's a three-way battle here for second place in the class, and Jensen is currently occupying it. Driver H and Jupp also involved. Look at this there. One by one, here goes Driver H thinking of the move on the inside. Jupp trying to operate a cutback. Driver H is just blocking the line. It's going to frustrate you surely. Look at this, here comes Jupp. Trying to get round the outside. Doesn't work. Jensen is impeding Driver H, he feels. Driver H needs to get on with the job here because he's got Jupp trying to attack, but at the same time he needs to attack. So he's thinking about attack and defense at the same time, and this is going to allow Jupp to go down the inside, and it takes Driver H right there. Quickly picked him off, and now it's time to attack Jensen. Will he be allowed to? Driver H back on the inside, taking revenge right there. But a good exit though from Jupp. We can look at LMP1 ever so quickly. Roscoe falling back. Here comes Gold, here comes Jules. Are they going to try and go for a move right now? I think Gold was trying it. Jules is on the outside of him, now cuts back. Jules going to try and fit around the outside, can't fit around the outside. Gold covers him off, and this is allowing Roscoe to pull away ever so slightly. Roscoe with a little mistake though, and there goes Gold. Gold takes fourth. Jules forcing his way through as well. And Roscoe loses two positions just like that. Or does he? Because he goes back down the inside. And Jules can't really offer much of a defense. No, he actually got a really good exit out the last corner, and he's back past. Look at this here. Jensen with a poor exit. Driver H must have lost the car. Driver H must have lost it. Or did he pit? No, he's pit. Never mind. By that, I don't mind, check the tyres. Let's see the rain and the tyres. Driver H is on the medium tyres. He's trying that out. That's a bit risky. Talk about risky. There goes Andrea on the inside of Bali. Can he take it? No. Jensen loses that place now to Jupp, but retakes it. Or does he? Because Jupp's going to swing round the outside. Can he cover him off? Now he goes again. This time, Jupp on the outside and Jensen doing enough. Jump to get a good exit though. If he can reel him in. And they're both pitting. They're both pitting. They're both pitting. So I'm assuming they're both going to go and put on the slick tyres. Bit of war in the pit lane. Bit of a tussle. But it's all good. Oh, and around goes Jules! And I think he was spun by Gold right there, and Gold is waiting for him. Gold's waiting for him. And once again, we see that sportsmanship. Just about caught that. And there goes Damien as well. Damien. Shaq is also among the battle now. Now it's contact between Gold and Jules. And both of them are going to lose time as a result. But good sportsmanship from the Norwegian to let him have that place back. Jules going into the pits here. I'm assuming to change off of those intermediates. Gold doing the same, Shaq doing the same, they're all pitting. So Pan Am's now focus is going to be to try and catch Mateus. Does he try and undercut him in terms of switching onto the slick tyres before? We'll find out, we'll find out. So Jensen has lost out. Jensen must have spun, surely, on those slick tyres. It's a massive gamble, as we know, trying to change onto those tyres, especially when the track is still this wet in certain places. And there goes Bali, so Bali's lost the car. Bali's lost the car, so that's going to lose him time. He spins again. He spins again. Even Joe has got a 3-second penalty. Why? Was it for the pit line? It must have been for the pit line, you know. Kiwi's in. Kiwi's in. So does Joe beat out Kiwi? Let's find out. Not at all. There goes drive age. So Joe, having served that penalty, has lost out on second position in the class to Drive Age. Drive Age now taking that position, and there goes Shaq, who on the medium tyres just can't seem to find the grip necessary to cope, and he's just lost the car. Are any other drivers finding that problem? Gold's on the soft tyre right now. Here comes Damien and Roscoe both to pit and to change tyres. Roscoe, I think he's refueling, he's out. Medium tyres for Roscoe. Damien doing the same thing. So my question is now, so with Damien now coming out, Damien picks the medium. So my question is now, who's going to keep their car in a straight line? Because this is what it's all about as the track starts to dry. There's still the wet line. There's the dry line. There's also the wet line. In order to overtake, you're going to have to take a massive risk. Right there, you see Jules getting past Bali in a Group 3 class. But Jules is now chasing Gold. So if Jules can track down Gold quickly and make that move, Mateus goes in. That's crucial at the front of the field. Mateus in, Pan Am's also gone in. Does Joe Cast follow? Yes, he does. Let's see where Roscoe comes out in all of this now. Squirrely there, but keeps it under control. It's good. Does Roscoe end up closer to this pack, or is he further away? Now just changing the tyres, refueling, all that good stuff. Mateus is already out. Out goes Pan Am 2, and here comes Joe Cast, about to finish refueling, and out goes Joe Cast. So where is Roscoe in all of this? How close is he to Joe Cast? We're about to find out. Roscoe getting past Jensen, Joe Cast, and Pan Am has lost the car. Joe Cast has lost the car, and Jock as well. So they've all gone too deep, lost significant time. Roscoe is now 2 seconds behind. I didn't think the gap would be that small. I'm thinking, how on earth is the gap that small? It's because they both made mistakes right there. Maybe it's just cold tyres. Oh, Pan Am sliding, nearly spinning. What a save! What a save from Pan Am. But here comes Joe Cost on the inside. How easy is this going to be? They're side by side, nearly hitting each other. And Pan Am defending on the outside. The battle commences for another round. And Pan Am does survive this time. Look at this, everyone's way closer together now. Gold is not too far back. Joe Cost is still on the tail of Pan Am. Something could happen right now. Anything could happen. This is what you get with rain. Joe Cost is trying to reel him in. The question is he close enough? And the answer is no, not at this corner. Look at the way that Gold has eaten into Rawscope's advantage as well. It's now only a second. The pressure is building up on Rawscope. Look to the GT3 class and there's a bit more of a gap between the drivers right now. So it does look good for them, and in the meantime you see Joe has lost out to Andreo. How did Joe lose that much time? Even Jensen as well, they both lost a lot of time. And it's Gold! Gold is gone! Gold is gone! He spins a couple times though, reclaims it, regroups and straight back on like nothing happened. Don't worry, we saw that, mate, we saw that. Can't try and play that off. There goes Jules. Again, we're always looking for the gap. We're always looking to see who's battling. Everybody is in one place. It's chaotic out there. And this is the atmosphere, this is the kind of environment that you make mistakes. And Pan Am has also lost second to Joe Cost. We'll have to see how that happened. I missed it. It's a blink and you'll miss it kind of situation right there. And Pan Am must have had one lapse in judgment and Joe Cost takes the position off him. And finally Joe Cost is back to second. Pan Am's going to do all that work once again. Joe Cost, I mean, just set the fastest lap, 29.9. Let's see if it can be beaten. Sun looking like it's going to come out in a couple of seconds. Or is that the sun setting rather? Joe Cost is absolutely flying right now. 9/10 up on his best time, which is the best time of the session thus far. In control though. His Gold is right back on. He's lost it again. Gold lose it again. Good little pirouette though, but he loses fifth position, sorry, to Jules. So now Jules up to fifth. I think as Gold trying to get past Rawscope, just dropped the car again. Not working out for some drivers today. Joe, they can hopefully work towards catching Mateus. He's doing that in the last couple of laps. He's been lighting up the time charts, nearly time out, and Joe Cost is still going extremely fast. Joe Cost is fastest on track at the moment, and that's got to be worrying to Mateus. In this stint, if he can keep this up right now, Joe Cost will be right on his tail by the end of it. Oh, Rawscope lost the position. Rawscope goes. It's all heat heating up, it's all getting active. Mistake after mistake, incident after incident. And as I say incident, there goes Jensen. Jensen loses it this time. And the action is most certainly heating up right now as the track dries up. Still Mateus in control. He just set a new fastest lap. Joe can't respond, so Mateus now entering his own, finding his groove. 28.0, faster than Pan Am by a second, faster than Joe Cast by 0.6 of a second. Obviously this Kiwi's just been dominant in Group 3. Haven't really had much of a chance to look at Kiwi. He's had a relaxing drive, it seems, in this class. Just once again for the second week in a row, just in a league of his own. No one really competing. So let's look at Mateus again. Does he make an improvement on this lap? Absolutely bearing down on his teammate right now. Waves him by, so 28.6 for Mateus. Joe Cast, the gap is remaining around 12.7 seconds between the front two. He does improve, so he was faster than Mateus by 1/10 of a second right there. Pan Am was around level on pace with them, just 1/10 behind Mateus right there. Roscoe is again beginning to predate Jules, prime them ready for his attack. Nearing the halfway point of this race now, and the track is almost completely dry, as we can see. So there shouldn't be too many in the way of mistakes. I say that now and someone will make a mistake. I hope not, but front three seems to be going well though thus far. Mateus 27.6. On another level of pace. Joe Costas lost about 1/10 of a second during this lap. He's also into the 27s, 27.8. Pan Am also now crossing the line 28.6. So Pan Am has lost nearly a second to Joe Costas on that last lap. Look at this Roscoe. And Roscoe really has closed that gap now. Roscoe's going to bide his time, Jules can go as defensive as he wants. Roscoe will surely find a way. We're on board with Roscoe. Into the braking zone we come for turn number 1. Jules, as usual, defending as you'd expect him to. Roscoe trying to find the way to the inside, and to be fair, Jules has proven me wrong right there. And again he defends into the next corner. Jules just fending off the attacks for now, but for how much longer can he do this? Because Roscoe is going to want to do this sooner rather than later. Big braking zone coming up right now. Is he close enough to think about making that move? Doesn't do it. Jules stays in 4th for now. Again, Roscoe, good exit once again. So Jules is continually under this pressure for a whole lap now. He's just been having to fend off attacks, and now Roscoe finally finds an opening and takes it. Fourth position is back in the hands of Roscoe. After so long. And Jules just can't find the time, can't pull enough of a gap. Roscoe has established that fourth position right now. Jules is back in the slipstream, but he's not close enough really to even entertain the possibility of making that move. Red Bull Petronas car is up into fourth. Jules does gain him in the braking zone, but again, it's not by enough. Golden sixth, Damien, Dennett, Shaq. Kiwi 18 seconds ahead of driver H. Then Jark and Andrea Jensen battling 14th or 6th in the class. Jules is back actually. He is back. This is a good chance for him here. Roscoe defends. And you see that there, Jules possibly trying to use Bally as a tool, as a weapon for him to manufacture a move and get past Roscoe. But it didn't work out. There's contact between the two of them, and Jules uses that mistake for Roscoe to get back past. So Jules wasn't done at all with it. Goes straight back, and Roscoe now looking to do the same. Was there contact? Yes, there was a little bit. But they keep it PG. They keep it peaceful. And Jules holds on to fourth. See the apology right there. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. And Roscoe, he's still in with a chance right here. If he can just hold his own on this lap and stay focused, good chance he could come out across the line next time with fourth position. Again, he's already gaining. You can see him gaining right now. Jules is going to be under pressure as he was 2 laps ago. He's dealing with it so far. This is bringing goal closer to them as well. So Jensen, the laps car in Group 3, is going to provide a bit of a hindrance for Jules, and that's going to allow Roscoe another glimmer of hope. To be fair, Jules has done it well. He's dealt with Jensen as quickly as possible, got past him, and now Roscoe has to get past him in this tricky and technical section of the track. Does it just like that. But again, it's a bit too deep, and Jensen goes back underneath him, and that's even more time lost to Jules. 29.3 from Joe Cost last time, and a 28.8 for Pan Am. Mateus with a 27.7. Mateus is just in a league of his own right now. Same with Kiwi, he's setting 140.1s, consistent. Driver H 43s, and 40.2 from Julk is not bad. He's gaining again on Driver H, which is important. That second position in the class is still very much up for grabs here. Looking for gaps anywhere, to be honest. Look at this now. Joel has started to rein in Driver H. Who's got the better exit? Definitely Joel. On board that Mercedes. They're going in here. Oh yeah, fuel. You see the fuel on both of them. Oh, he's juked him. He's juked him, but there's nothing really that Joel could have done. His fuel is so low. So Driver H is probably trying to play the mind games right there, making him think he's going to go in. But again, Joe, his hand was really forced right there. He had to do it. So now I'm thinking Driver H, you can go a bit longer on this. The fuel that he saved up So the question is now, does he put that to good use? No mistakes. It's going to be what's expected. Jensen's also in behind. He's got J. Jeff cheering him on. Joe Cost has dropped that gap quite considerably. He's in the 27s once again. 27.9. Mateus 28.7. What kind of lap does he set right now? Battery's completely exhausted on that car, but it's recharging. 28.1. Now Joe Cost coming to the line. Pan Am is 4 seconds behind. Is it raining again? It's raining again. It can't be any. Say swear it's raining again. I could have sworn I saw Joe Cost windscreen wipers. Yeah, it's raining again. Or is he just put it on? He's just putting on for a joke. Let's check it. Let's check weather radar. As it stands right now, hang on a minute, checking the actual event settings, should be seeing rain quite soon. We've skipped this RO4, RO3 section. It's currently a bit sunny. I think we're in around this stage right here, S18, S11. When you see the cloud coming in, that's when you know RO6, RO4, that's when the rain should start shaking things up. Let's see, it's looking a bit sunny as it stands. Sunny, cloudy, a mixture of both. And Joe Cost is really cutting into that lead now. It's back under 14 seconds. Even Gold's just pitted for fresh tyres, so Damien is now taken 6th in the Garage 56 entry. Joe's put on the hards. That's very interesting. I think that's a massive gamble from Joe. I don't think the rain is that far away, you know. So hards might have been a bit of a stretch right there. I think mediums would have been the safe option. But you never know. I could be wrong. These guys have spent weeks preparing. They know the forecast at the back of their hand at this point. Joe Cost is coming into his own. So we've crossed the halfway point. It's now into the back half of the race, and this is when strategy is going to come in, because we know it's going to be raining. It's going to be about, do you make that call to go in? You best not get shocked by the rain. That's the thing. Worst thing you can do is when the rain comes out, you get shocked by it. That just ruins everything. Don't want to be caught napping by the conditions. Valley closing in on driver H. Driver H is pitted, remember. Look at the gap between Joe Cost and Mateus. It's 12.7 seconds. Under now 13 seconds. So Joe Cost is finding pace where Mateus isn't. Was 8/10 quicker than Mateus that time. Pan Am is also quicker than Mateus, so Pan Am was 2/10 slower than Joe Cost last time around. Pan Am getting past Bally right there as quickly as you can. I think Joe Cost must have made a mistake, you know, because he's lost a lot of time to Mateus right there. Mateus. I think you might see one of them going to the pits. You see Rawscoper's box right now. Rawscoper's boxed. Well, Mateus also boxed now. Rawscoper puts on the soft tyre. That's interesting. Mateus now coming to the line. Stays out for one more lap. Joe Car's now coming, and his left front tyre is not looking good. So he might be tempted to come in, but he also stays out. He's going to soldier on. Pan Am, is he going to do the same? Yes, he is. So Pan Am does the same thing. Joe Car's with a 129.4, Mercedes with a 128.6, and a 129.5 from Pan Am. So it's Matteo's fastest of the three. Joe Car's has nearly lost it right there. Saved it though. So Roscoe's on the softs now. This should be interesting. Expect Roscoe, I think, to become one of the fastest on track. That new fastest lap from Mateus. So Mateus is most certainly not falling off just yet. Yeah, Joe Car's just playing with us here, man. It's not raining. It's not raining, man. He's just playing games with us. It's mind games, it's mind games. The Garage 59 entry done for the day. So Jensen tires the car. Must be some sort of fault with that car. Joe Costa is going fast, but Mateus is just on the next level. You see this here. 4 attempts down, the best lap so far in the middle sector. And the gap's now extended to 15.5 seconds between Joe Costa and Mateus. The gap between first and second. Joe Costa has to go in this lap, surely. Maybe he's doing it so he can go on the softs later on, but I think the softs are just a massive risk. Clouds beginning to fall once more. Now we're nearing that point when the rain's going to come out, and I think this is what I meant. This is what I meant here. When the clouds start falling, you know rain is due. The clouds are beginning to set. Mateus stays out. Joe Costa is going to have to come in. That left front does not look good, but he's going to soldier on. It's a repeat of what we saw last time out in the GCOR Elite Series, where drivers were trying to stay out and try and wait for the rain, but we saw 7 steps and even Jug, they tried and they failed to do so. 7 steps came off extremely bad trying to stay out for the rain, punctured both front tyres and ruined his chances of a race victory in a race that he was dominating. Will we see the same thing here today? The front 3, I thought they're just playing the waiting game. But it's a massive chess match, especially between Joe Costa and Pan Am. It's a chess match between those two. These two are still within fighting distance of each other. Maybe not Mateus, he's entered the next level now, 28.2, just pulling away from Joe Costa and Pan Am. But I mean, between these front 3, they've not pitted on the dry, from the dry to the next dry set. So are they waiting it out? I don't think you can wait this out. The front, their left fronts are killed, all 3 of them killed. Mateus is going for another lap. This here, Joe Costa and Pan Am they're really struggling on those tyres. Joe Costa's staying. Is he staying out? Nah, it's gone in. Joe Costa's gone in. Joe Costa goes in then. Couldn't do it. Pan Am stays out. He's trying again. So Joe Costa, I mean, it's got to be the softs at this point. You can see the clouds coming in, and so many laps have been done on that medium tyre. Surely it's going to be the softs that come on. This is going to change things up, as we said. Tire change. Splash of fuel as well. Doesn't hurt. Jules is also passed, so if Jules could hold on to this one until the rain comes, Jules will be in the shout for a podium place right here. Surely the softs will come on for Joe Cars. Let's see. So Joe Cars is out, back on the mediums. That's interesting. I mean, I would have thought the softs would be a preferential option, but he goes with the mediums. That's his choice. Mateus, does he go in after reacting? Does he react to Joe Cars? No. He continues to soldier on, side by side with Shaq, who he's lapping. He gets past Shaq. Does Pan Am go in? That left front is on the verge of a puncture. Likewise with Mateus, they're both on the verge of punctures. Pan Am's going to have to pit. That left front does not look healthy. And he does pit, so Pan Am does go in. And it's going to have to be a case of where does Joe Cast end up in response, really, as a result. Does Jules pit? I think Jules has got to stay out. Just overtook his Penske teammate who's leading comfortably. Jules goes in, actually. So Jules pits. Also to change tyres, Pan Am is still in the pits right now. Joe Cast is coming across the line. Pan Am under fuels to try and defeat Joe Cast right now, and does do it. Pan Am's ahead of Joe Cast. He's beaten him out. But he's under-fueled, crucially. But maybe that's all he needs to get to the end. Maybe Joe Cast over-fueled. You never know. 6 seconds is now the gap. So Pan Am completes the overcut, but has a 1 second penalty. That's not going to help him. The clouds are solidly now on the track. I think Mateus is trying to make it work, but that left front is not good. You see them go too deep right there. And Mateus is on the verge of a puncture. How was he turning left in that car? Right, sorry. How was he turning right? Mateus. He looks all good now. He's clearing Roscoe, but surely he's got to be in this lap. Because it just doesn't seem sustainable. Mateus has to let Roscoe back past. I do think he's on the verge. He's still setting good times, Mateus, but those tyres have got to go. Yeah, Mateus goes in. Roscoe is also coming in. Mateus, Roscoe, Damien, they're all in right now. Shaq's in too. I mean, it's not raining, so it's again another set of slicks to come on. Slicks and refuel. Simple mechanism. Gold is also in need of new tyres. And he did softs twice. Mateus is out on another set of medium tyres. The gap was cut down severely. I think it's going to be around. Let's see, the gap is closing now. We'll find out what it is though in a couple of seconds. I think it's down to, he's getting around the same actually, 17.3, 17.1. So actually Pan Am has done a good job of cutting that gap down. Pan Am has decreased his gap between himself and Mateus, because remember he was around 4 seconds behind Joe Cast, plus that 17 that Joe Cast was behind around 21 seconds. He's cut it back by about 5 seconds. The question now becomes, when does this rain come? Because if the rain comes out at the wrong time for Mateus, it could benefit Pan Am and Joe Cast because they're so far behind. Any kind of race, this kind of rain, R06, R05, you know the rain can change things. It's getting really dark now around the track. It's getting dark, heavy clouds. It's a recipe for disaster, potentially. Let's look at the weather one more time. Hang on a minute. Yeah, everything's good. I thought Mateus lost it there for a second. So the event settings, we see the weather right here. CO3 to R06. I believe we're in CO3 right now because if you look at the sky, clouds are dominating. It's cloudy and dark. And then you've got R06 with that heavy rain and a thick cloud that accompanies it, and then you've got R04, a little bit more rain to spice things up. Look at that! Oh gosh! Look at that there. Let's see it. Rain yet to start. But I do think it's coming soon. Look how dark it is in the track. Track lights coming on, so it's going to be dark. And it could potentially be wet as well. That's what I'm saying. You have to what's about you right now. It's crunch time for these guys in LMP1 and in GT3. I think Kiwi paused his game, you know. Kiwi running some errands. When you're that far in the lead, I mean, flip, might as well. Still no sign of the rain. Of course we check the onboards to see if the windscreen wipers are in motion. Don't see anything just yet. Has gone with the fastest lap. Mateus is out wide. Right there. A little bit of a scare for Mateus, but he keeps it alive. Big nightmare for him would have been if that car went sideways, because that would have really allowed Pan Am to chew into the lead. But luckily it goes the right way. The car remains facing the right way, and the lead is still in his hands in a big way. Just coming close to 10 minutes remaining of the race, and it's been all Mateus. He's led from lights to flag thus far. Same with Kiwi. Mateus and Kiwi just led from the beginning and have not relinquished the lead once at all. Is that the rain? Yes, it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a treat on our hands right now. It's starting to fall. It's starting to fall. Oh, come on, man. Where's my R06, man? Where's my R06? Nah, man, I was thinking the R06 about to fall. Nah, it's got to come soon. It's got to make its way soon. It's got to make its way soon. You guys must have heard it. I know I heard it. I know I heard it. Mateus is still going faster. It's like he's telling me, no, there's never going to be rain. It's still dry out there. What's going on? Still all about Mateus up front. Golden loses the car. Keeps it though. Where's the rain, gang? Nah. Is that rain again? Oh, I'm seeing things, man. Say swear there's no rain. Oh man. You spoiled it, man. You spoiled it. I was looking forward to it, man. I could have sworn there was R06 and R04 at the end. That is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. I was waiting for my R06 and my R04. We've been done dirty. We the fans. We've been done dirty, but it is what it is. That explains it then. My whole hypothesis was wrong. Mateus should continue to extend this gap though. So they were planning for the dry the whole time. They knew it was going to stay dry. That's why I say these guys know the strategy. They know the conditions well. Clearly better than I did. Turns into a simple two-stop affair. Mateus is in cruise control. He's still going faster. Up by 2 tenths in the first sector. And going well on those medium tight. There goes Bali around. And for one JBM car it's gone well. For the other JBM not so much. Mateus, unbelievable performance, and again he's up. Mateus just really showing his ability. Showing his pace. I'm sad, man. I'm sad. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought it was in for a second. I thought Mateus was going to go in there Does that and still sets the fastest lap for 127.115. No one even close to that at this point. 27 still into 27s. Damien's lost. I thought it was Pan Am that lost it, but it's Damien who loses the car. Damien out. Pan Am was not pleased with that there. Nearly got in his way. That could have potentially been damaged and that could have hurt Pan Am's chances of holding second position. Joe Cast is beginning to close. You see it, 28.4 for Joe Cast. 30.1 for Pan Am. Joe Cast is on the next level. Not improving, but Joe Cast has set the best of a 27.2. That was the fastest lap of the race until just now, when Mateus set at 27.1. So Joe Cast is still very much able to potentially get... Oh! Okay. That making sense now. I saw Damien spin. It's possibly that Pan Am took Damien out, maybe. Because Damien's not happy either. In fact, Damien is pissed. Pan Am should watch his back when he gets out of the car, because Damien might be ready for a scrap. Mateus still into 25.5. And I'm now coming to the line. Let's see what the lap is saying. He looks about level on pace with Joe Cast and his lap. 28.1. Decent lap there for Pan Am. 28.0 for Joe Cast. So he's still quicker than the German. Roscoe looking to get himself past Joe Cast. Any more battling going on throughout the field? Nothing much. Kiwi and Driver H first and second in the class, and then Jark in third. Couldn't quite get that complete weekend sweep going, but still, nevertheless, 2 wins in a day. Only Slice Red has done that before when he won in Super Formula and GCOR Elite 2 weeks ago in Tokyo and Spa respectively. So still, nevertheless, a great weekend for Jark to stand on the podium in every single series in one weekend. That's still something special. If he can keep that going, nevertheless, though, because he is 7 seconds ahead of Andreo, and things could very much change. Mateus continuing to go fast, 27.3. That time the gap is 25 seconds. Joe Cast cut that gap down to 2.8. Pan Am feeling the pressure. As Pan Am gets past Joe Cast's Ferrari teammate in Andreo. Now Pan Am to the line, 27, 28, 29.1. Joe Cast to the line, 28.3. 8 temps gained. And they're looking like they're going to have 2 laps. Who went round? Oh, I think it was Jark at a moment. That means Andreo is way closer. Andreo might knock him off the podium right here. Roscoe and Joe Cast go through. Andreo is under a second behind Jark now. And this could be the podium. Exchanging hands right now. Jark's got to be on his best behaviour in the next couple of laps. He's on fresher tyres than Andreo. That's got to help him. You can't make mistakes like that again. Gap is now 2.9. They're going to have probably 2 more laps. And Mateus again into the 27.1s. Joe Cast has made an error because he's lost time again. Pan Am, what kind of a time is this? So Pan Am 28.0. Joe Cast has lost around a second, 1.4 seconds to be exact. Jock has also gained back time on Andrea. Kiwi still has the fastest lap in the class, over 37. GCOR just can't find time. The tyre's starting to go for him. That might be the reason. So Mateus is going to reach the line, so he will get another lap. But when he does get that lap, it's going to be all smooth sailing for him. Completely. Kiwi now coming on to his final lap. So Kiwi's just going to take this lap slowly, I guess. 2 victories in a row for Kiwi and 2 in a row for Mateus, if they can just keep it clean and tidy on this lap. Mateus on his way. Does he go fastest lap for this one? Mateus just a tenth, not a tenth, 100th off his best. Right there. Getting close to Kiwi, so these 2 winners, or winners elect, I should say, are about to come to the line. It would have been good if they came to the line together, but Mateus is going to pass him. Maybe he might do it for the gram. He might do something for the gram and just leave and wait with him. He might do that. If he does that, that's really cool. Nah, he does go past him. GCOR gets P3 then, but this man gets P1. Mateus across the line. Dominant display from him. You can see Kiwi behind. They've both been dominant today. Here comes Mateus. He wins 3 in a row for Mateus. He takes it, and 2 in a row for Kiwi. Mateus wins, Kiwi wins. Driver H in second in the GT3, and Jalk third for GT3 as well. So Jalk does get one of the greatest weekends in this league's history. First, and third. First twice on Friday, third on Saturday. Pan Am second once again in LMP1. Managed to fend off GCOR, but couldn't get victory today. Mateus just too unbeatable this season. Who can challenge Mateus? Still, there's no answer. Ladies and gentlemen, Mateus the winner for J-Bem once again. And shout out to Kiwi as well in the Aston Martin. Kiwi's been unstoppable this season as well. Good stuff. Let's look at the results. Let's get the replay saved as well. Let's look at the results. Mateus taking victory in the GT3 class, followed by Pan Am, no, GT3, sorry, LMP1, followed by Pan Am, GCOR, Jules, Gold, Raw Scope, and Damien 7th. Then in the, then in the GT3 classes, Kiwi winning with ease. And Driver H, and Jalk, and Andreo, and then Bally and Jensen not finishing, and Shaq also not finishing. Then there's a long endurance race, and it was again the usual suspects, Kiwi and Mateus. Back-to-back wins for Kiwi and back-to-back wins for Mateus in the series. Who can stop them? We'll have to find out next week. We'll have to find out next week. Next week it's Autopolis. It's a very tight and technical track. And when again, rain is a possibility, so there's no room for error. Even in the dry Autopolis there's no room for error. But more so when the rain comes out. Looking forward to that one. It was a good race today. It really was. So thank you everyone for turning up. I should be here next week. Oh, Andrea's doing a final lap. Let's see it, man. Andrea taking his last lap for Ferrari. And a good performance, just missing out on that podium, and how special would that have been? It wasn't to be, unfortunately. But nevertheless, what a drive, what a driver for that team. I'm sure a replacement will be hard to find, like Andrea. Here he goes. Fans on their feet. Tear in the eye of some. As Andrea turns a final lap, the rain pouring down. It's almost poetic, really. Joe Cast is already out there to accompany. And here they go together. The Ferrari's defeated on this occasion. But upon Andrea's request, it's one last dance around this circuit. And in these colours, for this team. Here come the donuts. And everyone doing donuts, everyone having fun. That's what it's all about. It was J-Bem and Penske today who took victory, but this moment it's all about Ferrari. Everyone out, enjoying themselves. One last dance for Andrea. What a touching end to what's been a great hour plus of racing. He's doing the donuts. brilliant stuff. That's poetic, man. That's poetic. And with that, then, that's going to put an end to the affairs today. It's been a great race. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I've enjoyed it. We'll join you back again next week for Autopolis. Make sure that it's going to be live, hopefully, like this one. As Andrea completes another lap, reflecting. Ferrari's all out in force, the F1. That's cool. But thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Picture to end it. Goodbye, guys.